Isoprene is well known to be a building block for various natural compounds. It is often used to manufacture a polymeric materials, either just the compound alone or along with the other unsaturated compound that was combined together. The formation of isoprene by thermal decomposition of this material have led to the proposal called isoprene rule in 1887 by the German chemist Otto Wallach, where he stated that they are built up from isoprene units. The isoprene rule have been proven to be useful in numerous research about the structure of terpenes, which is known as isoprenoids, where the isoprene skeleton can be found in. The existence of isoprene in plants were useful in manufacture of flavor and fragrance chemicals. It also takes part in protecting the leaves of the plant from abiotic stress and able to tolerate with the condition due to the emission of isoprene from the plant to the atmosphere. A research was conducted to gain deep understanding of this organic compound, as it is not only useful in the production of synthetic rubber, it also exists in various herbs and spices that were used daily by humans.
The synthesis of isoprene can be started with ethene, simple hydrocarbon. It goes through halogenation process with the addition of a bromine to produce 1,2-D halides. For the second reaction, there's elimination when added alcohol potassium hydroxide, which contains ethanol molecules. When it dissociates in water, ions such as C2H5O- and K+ are given. Since these are strong bases, the ions are able to detach beta hydrogen from the 1,2-D bromoethane. Thus, it will give alkane. It will go to double elimination, which will form alkyne. The third reaction would be using NaNH2 to remove hydrogen from the acetylene, and then it will produce acetylide ion, which will react with 2-bromoprop-1-ene. The carbon from the acetylide that its hydrogen has been removed will be a nucleophile. This nucleophile will then attack the partially positive carbon situated at the position of the bromine atom, which will then be eliminated, thus forming a new carbon-carbon bond, 2-methyl-but-1-ene-3-Y. This is called a nucleophilic substitution. For the last reaction would be hydrogenation. It is a reduction that uses a mixture of palladium and calcium carbonate poisoned with a little amount of lead to weaken it. This catalyst is known as the Lindlar's catalyst. In order to prevent the triple bond converts to single bond, the catalyst is then weakened, so it only will have a double bond. Thus, the final product will be 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene, or better known as isoprene.
So, for the extraction process of isoprene, isoprene can be found in many species of trees such as oaks, poplars, mosses, and etc. It also can be found in C5-hydrocarbon, which also known as petroleum or natural gases. There are two methods that can isolate the mixture containing in C5-hydrocarbon, which known as liquid extraction and extractive distillation, by using selective solvent, which is carboxamide. For the isoprene to be able to undergo polymerization, the obtained isoprene must have high purity. Therefore, there are two methods to ensure that high purity of isoprene can be obtained, which are extractive distillation and one fractional distillation. There is also other condition for the isoprene to become pure, which the cyclopentadiene containing in the isoprene must be lower than few ppm. Therefore, the solvent used for the process needs to be treated under reduced pressure. So, in the process, first, the stream containing the penta-1,3-diene and cyclopentadiene are being separated and hydrogenated. Then, dicyclopentadiene was formed. The products formed from the hydrogenation of penta-1,3-diene and cyclopentadiene can be separated to useful products and eliminate cyclopentadiene. Lastly, the obtained isoprene will be purified through the purification cycle.
Isoprene can be absorbed into the body by inhalation and ingestion. Ingredients and vapor can irritate eyes, skin, and respiratory tract. The substance may have effect on the central nervous system. This may cause respiratory depression and decreased consciousness. When swallowed, the substance easily enters the respiratory tract and may cause aspiration pneumonia. Repeated or long-term inhalation has an effect on the lungs. It may be a human carcinogen. Studies in experimental animals, rats and mice, have proved this. Exposure to isoprene by inhalation can cause tumors in mice and several different tissue sites in mice. In both male and female mice, isoprene can cause vascular cancer. At the same time, in rats, isoprene causes benign or malignant tumors in the mammary and renal glands.
So, to conclude, isoprene can be synthesized starting from the simplest hydrocarbon, which is ethene, where it must undergo through halogenation process, elimination, the removal of hydrogen from acetylene, and finally through the reduction process, which is the hydrogenation. Isoprene can be obtained by extracting it from a C5-hydrocarbon, which there are two methods available, which are liquid extraction and extractive distillation. Since the human body are able to absorb isoprene through inhalation and ingestion, the lungs could be affected and causes lung infection. Therefore, isoprene can be considered as carcinogenic for humans. That's all from us. Thank you.